Hi everyone. I hope you catch me live on this new channel here. Okay, so just setting up and sorry, just setting up. So hope we've got a decent picture this time. So yeah, I had to come up to the bedroom here to actually get a decent connection. So let me wait until a few people come here, okay? And well, hope you're going to catch me here live on the new channel, because this is great that I can actually come live on here, because this is about the royal family, okay? So now I just have to start here with all this that's going on with Prince Andrew here. I just find it. I just thought that, gosh, this was so shocking when I saw this article in the Daily Mail. I thought, what on earth is Fergie doing? What is she doing, guys? What is she doing? What is Fergie doing? Because I just find it unbelievable. Because he has just been kicked out of literally out of the royal family, and Fergie is running around with other dangerous, dodgy people. Okay, that probably will be investigated again. I did pick up as well on some of my readings that actually Sarah Ferguson will be questioned because of accepting money from Mr. E and all that kind of thing. And I feel that that there is this there is what I pick up intuitively, that there is this like mental condition with Sarah Ferguson that's kind of going to tip her over the edge. Now, is this part of her kind of fighting because the money's been taken away? Is this part of Sarah Ferguson, because it's always her bloody damn ideas, isn't it? Of making money from rich people. I mean, how kind of towdy is that? You know? So I just get, the money has been taken away. I don't know how much it is per year. So they're not going to get that, and then a day later, or while all this is going on in the background, knowing that this money is going to be taken, what does she do? What does she do? Now, I want to look into this, guys, okay, because I find this totally, utterly unbelievable. And I mentioned this, that she's going to lose her mind. And I'm kind of thinking, is this the start of this? Because I don't feel she's right in the head, and I feel that a lot of these rich people are taking advantage of this. And how far would she go with this money situation? I mean, there just seems to be an obsession with hanging out with billionaires and trillionaires without any consequences. It's just crazy. It's just crazy. So welcome to this live show on my new channel here, on my royal channel. If you're new to my channel, please help me with this channel and subscribe. And also hit the like button, and also put lots and lots of comments in the comments section, or in the live section there. Okay. Now, crikey, what is she doing? What is Sarah Ferguson doing here? So I get here. Oh, this is crazy. This is crazy. I feel she's losing her mind. Scrambling for the money. What do you feel, guys? I do try to read this, but I just get... Okay, Sarah Ferguson, okay, accepted an invitation from Prince Mohammed bin Salman. Now, it's just saying now she has accepted an invitation from this Saudi crown prince here. This crown prince is blamed for a journalist's murder. I'm not going to mention the name here. It's Jamal something. But he is being blamed for this journalist murder. And here we have, what is she doing? What is Sarah doing? Hanging out and getting to know somebody and spending time and accepting invitations from murderers, So Sarah Ferguson accepted an invitation from this Prince Mohammed bin Salman. She agreed to appear at a conference. Well, they're just taking the mickey, aren't they? In the Saudi capital. I can't say that. It's in the Saudi capital, which is rude, but I can't say it. This month, she has agreed to. United Nations and CIA named Crown Prince as prime suspect for sanctioning a 15-strong assassination squad to kill Washington Post journalist. Goodness. And this is by Nick Craven for the Mail on Sunday. So this has been published tonight. So it's fresh off the press about 10-15 minutes ago. So the Duchess of York travelled to Saudi Arabia as a guest of the Crown Prince accused of ordering the savage torture and murder of a campaigning journalist, and promptly lavished praise. And she lavished praise on the nation, on this man, okay, and lavish praise on this leader. Wow. Oh my goodness, woman, what are you doing? Woman, Fergie, you've lost your rocker. I predicted this. I predicted she would lose her mind. It's like it's like that she has to be the richer the better. That, we just don't want to hang with people who are millionaires, or we want to hang out with trillionaires now. I mean, what is the obsession of wanting to hang around with these dodgy people who are billionaires and trillionaires? I'm sure it would scare me to hang out with people like this. I don't know about you guys, but this would scare me. It would put the fear of God into me, thinking, what, are they going to assassinate me next, kind of thing? So this continues. The Mail on Sunday can reveal that Sarah Ferguson accepted an invitation from Prince Mohammed bin Salman to appear at a conference in the Saudi capital earlier this month, while all this was going on with Andrew. Both the United Nations and the CIA have named the Crown Prince, known by his initials MBS, as the prime suspect for sanctioning an assassination squad to kill Washington Post journalist. The journalist has been an outspoken critic of the ruling house of Saud regime. Wow. Sarah here took no notice of this, didn't she? She said, "Oh well, you've assassinated. Well, you're a powerful person, kind of thing, I guess." But during the conference, the Duchess gushed everyone has, she was gushing, okay, with this invite at this conference. Everyone has been so nice here. I think that comes from good leadership. News of her decision to cozy up to this guy here, this Mohammed bin Salman. Crazy. News of this decision to cozy up to this Mohammed bin Salman, the second most senior figure in the kingdom, and whose family wealth is estimated at 1 trillion. 1 trillion. Comes as her ex-husband, Prince Andrew, is struggling with the fallout from this disastrous TV interview about his relationship with paedophile Jeffrey Epstein. Now, I've said that, so okay. So what is she doing? I feel she's lost the plot. It's all about, to me, it's like a narrow tunnel. I've got to get money. I've got to get money. I've got to get money. And, you know, we're going to lose the money from the privy purse. We've got to get some money quick before he goes to court and he's facing this court of law here. So now Fergie also finds herself accused of poor judgment. Okay, Labour politician Anne Clude, who was a member of a cross-party panel of MPs who accused Saudi authorities of torturing women detainees, said there are so many questions to be asked about this man. Perhaps someone should teach the Duchess some hard facts about life in Saudi Arabia and how their policies affect so many people. I couldn't imagine someone like Princess Diana doing something like this. Oh, wow. Anyway, so yeah, she was saying that it was an amazing place, and it's all because of this so-called assassinator, okay, his leadership. Okay, and she continues, it's really damaging for the royal family itself when one of them is involved in that. The invitation from this MBS to attend the Miss Global Forum on November the 12th was attended by Badr al-Askar, the head of his private office. The MISC Foundation describes itself as devoted to cultivate and encourage learning and leadership in youth for the better future in Saudi Arabia. The Duchess's spokesman insisted the 60-year-old had not been paid to attend the IBAT, which is chaired by the Crown Prince. Well, I think there's no, if she's not being paid, she's getting benefits. I cannot see her going there, going there for nothing, going to be around, trillionaires for nothing. Can you? Especially what's going on around Andrew. So I want to look at this. I will look, what's this all about here? So it goes on to say, and I don't know whether I can show you this. Yeah, it's got footage here of this, but Let's see if I can get this for you.
I think it's really important. I'm so diversified that all the old wizards of life have said to me, oh, you need to be focused, only focus on one thing. And I'm saying, no, keep your open mind. And if you want to write a book, write a book. If you want to make tea, make tea. But to really just give your heart to everything you do.
Now, let me just...
I think it's really important. I'm so diversified that all the old wizards of life have said to me, oh, you need to be focused, only focus on one thing. And I'm saying, no, keep your open mind. And if you want to write a book, write a book. If you want to make tea, make tea.
Have I just heard that?
Really just give
if you want to make tea, make tea.
I think it's really important. I'm so diversified that all the old wizards of life have said to me, oh, you need to be focused, only focus on one thing.
Crazy.
And I'm saying, no, keep your open mind. And if you want to write a book, write a book. If you want to make tea, make tea. But
she's not getting paid for that.
To everything you do.
I don't believe that that's not paid work. I don't. A member of the royal family, or they will see it like that. They will see it as like a member of the royal family. Okay, so there's a bit of footage there. I just brought that up here. And this was addressed. Listen to this, guys. She was stripped of her title when her marriage to Andrew ended in 1996, but she's still kind of introducing herself. Listen to this. This is crazy. Absolute crazy. Bonkers. Okay. During an onstage interview for which she was billed the resilient I can't say that word. The Duchess, dressed in a khaki robe, pink headscarf, and a black headband. She got a black headband, like some, Arab. She was stripped of her title. Although this one, she's taking the mickey. Listen, the Duchess addressed herself jokingly as Her Highness. Her Highness. Okay. Yeah, they addressed her. Was jokingly described as Sarah of Arabia. Oh, God. Oh, wow. Sarah of Arabia, and incorrectly introduced as Her Highness. Crazy. She was stripped of her title when she married. I know I'm repeating myself, but I find this unbelievable, guys. Unbelievable. Anyway, this conference here where she did that speech that I've just showed you a bit of that footage, she was addressing a half-empty auditorium. She described the Duke as a true and real gentleman and said, "The greatest day of my life was marrying Prince Andrew, the finest man, the finest father, and the best person I know in the world." So why did they get divorced? Why did they get divorced if that's the case? If that is the case, and it continues, and if you want to follow this up, it's in the Mail on Sunday, okay, here, and crikey, it goes on and on here. This is not going to go down very well, is it? So the Duchess is not a political figure, and she is totally unapologetic about going to meet the young people of Saudi Arabia who will be forced to change in that country. I think she's entitled herself as some kind of diplomat here, and kind of fancies herself as a diplomat, and teaming up with Andrew, as the diplomat too. So, hi everyone. So, my God. Yeah, I find this I just find this unbelievable. It's shocking. Okay. So, yes, she was rambling. She was rambling. So let's have a look at this. So why did she, let's have a look. Why did she go there? Why did she go there? Because to me, that's making a fool of yourself. And I actually feel that she is losing her mind a bit. I picked that up psychically, intuitively. So let's get to the bottom of this. Why did she go? Why did she go? Yeah, she wants his role, and because he's been hanged, isn't he? He's been hanged because of, you know, of that photo. By the way, I feel it wasn't shot. You know, the one with Victoria. Sorry, Virginia. It wasn't shot. It was they've actually put the original on in the Mail on Sunday today. The original photograph. There was paintings. You know, they just like cropped it, but they put the original where you can see this top of the staircase and actually see the artwork on the walls. And see that it's upstairs, you know. I mean, that wasn't on that crop photo, the staircase. So let's have a look here. Let's delve deep. Hello, everybody. Welcome to this live show here on this channel, my royal channel. Okay, purely for the royal readings. Damage control. Well, I'm going to look into this. Let's have a look into this reading. Why did she go? I think it's grabbing as much money as she can, or has she got this delusional mind? Because I do feel this is starting to go. Has she got this delusional mind that she's going to take over from Andrew? I feel she's already offered her services to do his job to the Queen, because she thinks this is a great opportunity to get in there, you know. So let's have a look here. Well, this card here in this deck, and this is the Queen of Swords. Now, I normally get that as the Queen, but this person is a difficult woman. Now, it could be the Queen. We'll see where this goes. Everybody seems to be rebelling. What I'm picking up here intuitively, everyone seems to be rebelling against the way that they've been treated by the crown, the monarch. Now she's like, you know, at the end of her life. It seems like everybody said, oh, she's at the end of her life. What's she going to do? We can sort of say all sorts here, and we can get away with anything here because she knows she's not even thinking straight. This is just so not on. It's not on. So I feel that that joke there, Her Royal Highness, it's like because the Queen stripped her of that title. So isn't that a bit of a pee take of the Queen? You know, so I do you know, this is what I'm getting, that you know, the Duchess of York, Meghan, and are all kind of seem to be lashing out here at the Queen. Greed. I will put this down to greed. Okay, greed. Yeah, look at this, guys. I get this card here. The Six of Chalices is bad memories. Bad memories of the Queen, of this difficult person. Bad memories of the way that the Queen treated her. I think this is, or treating Andrew. Instead of looking at what they've done and who they have had connections with, it's like, we're going to lash out at the crown, at the monarchy. You know, you treated us badly, and that's why we associated with these people to actually earn some money, you know. Yeah, it is. It's greedy. Laurie, I think you're right there. It's I shouldn't say that, but this is what this is saying. It's like a backlash to, we wouldn't have done this if the Queen had not taken our money from us, had not stripped me of my HRH and all this, and let me struggle there in America doing all these touty interviews and all this kind of thing. I wouldn't have to do this. It's desperation, So it is something to do with the way that I feel that she has had a couple of breakdowns, has Fergie, a couple of nervous breakdowns. I do. And she got no support whatsoever while Andrew was running around with all these girls, young girls. So it's a complete mess. It's a complete mess. Now, I do get the Queen, that just seem to be so antagonistic to the protocol, the rules, and not being careful who you associate with. We don't care. We just want the readies, we just want the money. That's what I'm picking up here. We just want the money. That person is going to support me, buy me a new car, is saying that they will buy me an apartment if I do this, if I do that. It may not be any kind of money passing hands, but it could be gifts. It could be gifts. Now, I do get the Temperance card, which is, maybe this is Fergie, that she feels that, I've been patient enough. I've been patient enough waiting for this money, and I've had an opportunity. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to go for it. So if this Crown Prince here is saying publicly, as a joke to this global audience, HRH here, Sarah Ferguson, will you come onto the podium here? What does that say about that kind of attitude from that Crown Prince there to the global audience? It's like saying you shouldn't have lost your title. You shouldn't have. So, there is some kind of backlash here. Well, I don't know whether possibly gave her money, but I think she wanted more. It seems like she wanted more. So let's have a look here. Yeah, I get the Moon card. These people that give them money, it's all hidden. It's all backhanders. It's all hidden. That's what I get here with this reading, because it stems from her losing her title, and she feels and she found that the Queen is a very difficult person to deal with. That's what this is about. It's like it's a rebellion. So so this is what this is about, it's like knowing people who are more powerful than the royal family. I know this Crown Prince here, Saudi Prince, is a trillionaire, and he's much more powerful globally than the Queen, and he's willing to make a joke in front of a global audience about it. That's how it feels. I just whether I just feel she's lost the plot here. I think she lost the plot a long time ago, because originally she was very sincere when she entered the royal family many years ago. She was very sincere. Her heart was in the right place, and she just seemed to get bit by bit kind of took to pieces as well. So yeah, it's all about triumph and conquest. Triumph and conquest. This is definitely what I get here. It's a rebellion against the Queen, against the Crown, and especially what's going on with this Epstein thing. It's a rebellion against this. That's why she did this. It's also some kind of gifts, or I think gifts, because with the Moon card, but this is hidden. It's not money passing hands. It's gifts, okay. So if she's driving around, or she's probably got drivers anyway, but whatever the gift this was. And we have this card, which is power. It's all about power and control. Power and control. She has, well, it seems to me as if Fergie has got some kind of vendetta here and wants to get back at the royal establishment and the royal, the monarchy and the crown and the queen. And the queen, that's the way this is coming across. It's just like saying, my friends are princes and kings and all this kind of thing are much more powerful than you. Yeah, so let's have a look here. Yeah, it's murderous people. Yeah, I mean, it's okay. He's a trillionaire and he's royalty in his own country, but they're murderous people. And what are they doing? Associating with murderers. And look at you know, and also Mr. E and all this kind of thing. What are they? Don't they care about that? Don't they care about, you know, the history of these people? Well, I think the fact of what I get here, which is not surprising to me, is that Sarah Ferguson and I think Andrew as well are pretty much turned on by power, you know, people who are very highly powerful and rich. You know, you're talking about trillionaires, billionaires. And being associated around these powerful people makes them feel their ego. It's a little bit, it's narcissistic in a way, because narcissists like big powerful people who reflect back onto them and make them look powerful. Do you understand? That's what narcissists do. They choose, you know, because they want to be lifted and elevated. They choose powerful people to be in the presence of. So both of them are like that. And I feel this is something like what they do is they like to be in the presence of these very rich, powerful people, the most powerful people on the planet, who have done some dodgy dealings. To, you know, I'm not going to mention what it is, but in this article it says that they assassinated some journalist. So and I got here the Triumph card and this card here, which is you know, associating themselves around these. This keeps coming through, associating around these rich billionaires and trillionaires makes them feel like this, like makes her feel like this, like she's special, that she means something, that she's worthy, that she's validated. You know, it's very kind of cast aside by the royal firm, but she is associating with these, and it's like this desire to be successful, this desire to be successful, because they've been cast aside from the royal family. They get excited by this. It's like gives them a high, you know, gives them a high. And I get this power. Being around this power makes them feel like children, like giddy and, oh, you know, we're going to a trillionaire's kind of bashy party. Isn't that great? So, this is the root of this, is the more powerful, the better with Andrew and Fergie. I'm reading these cards, and this is what these cards say. The more powerful they are, the more of a kind of, adrenaline rush that we get, and it's like, like that high that narcissists get, when they get validated. Narcissists get that little kick of heroin, don't they? They get, that kind of thing. It's like a little shot of heroin, and it gives them that buzz, and it's an addiction. It can be an addiction to, and they are slightly addicted to this too, being associated. The more powerful. I was with trillionaires, the most powerful people on the globe. But some of these powerful people on the globe are pretty dangerous to other, to other countries. And I don't know this politically. I'm not a politician, but I'm sure the Prime Minister will have something to say about this in private. We can't have this, this. It's like this obsession to be around. And it's like, and I also get with this too, is why would trillionaires want to? Because it's a British royal member of the maybe they don't like the royal family. Maybe they may be enemies of the royal family. And it's like when because she's been kicked out of the royal family, they're saying, come to us, you're welcome here. You're welcome to. You don't know why this is going on or why this happened. They introduce her like, and it's like, it's humiliating. It's like, your Royal Highness, Princess Fergie, Princess Sarah, come onto the podium. Come on down. I don't know, but they have this kind of, they have this link to the royal family, and I think this is what this is. Whether they dislike the royal family, or I don't know, or whether they're getting back at the royal family, I don't know. But there is this kind of powerful, wanting powerful people around them all the time, and it looks good. It makes them feel good, because what they're tired of here, what Fergie and Andrew are tired of, is this appeasing, bowing down to the royal family, bowing down to the Queen. They're sick and tired of this appeasement to, get their pennies. So yeah, wow. So this is why, I'm sick of bowing to the Queen to get the money, and I'm sick of this, and I'm going to get it from somewhere else. I can understand why she's bitter about the way she was treated. But this has gone too far. Now, this is going to lead to disappointment, okay, which is the Nine of Swords in reverse. Now, the Nine of Swords in the right way around here means anguish. Well, Sarah is nowhere near anguish about this, but she will be, because I get she's going to be, this is going to lead to disappointment. All of this wanting to be around trillionaires, billionaires, doesn't matter if they're murderers, paedophiles, or the list goes on. I think there's lots going to come out here out of the woodwork of the people that they have associated with. Let's look out for that, guys, because they, in my eyes, I see these people here as narcissists. The bigger, the better, the more globalist they are, the more, I will and it's like we get a high from associating with these people. The bigger the better, the more powerful people they are, the better. Yeah, oh yeah, we're gonna accept all. But these powerful people are really just taking the mickey, or there's some agenda here. Okay. So let's summarize here, guys. And I hate to say this, but this reading says that they're just wanting to get back at the Sarah Ferguson wants to get back at the monarchy, and she wants to spread her news to everyone, and the way she was treated in the royal family. I think she's done that already. And you know, the most powerful people, the Queen must be curling her toes at this, because can you imagine having to be the Queen of England and having relations with Saudi Arabia, or places where these powerful people are? And she can't, because Sarah Ferguson has got in there first. So there is like a backlash of the way that she's been treated. Sarah Ferguson is tired of appeasing and bowing down to the Queen and the firm to get money. And I can hear her saying, I've never had money from the Queen. I've never had money from the firm. I've earned all of my own money, and I can hear that. But there is this, because Sarah Ferguson was married to the next in line to the throne. It's just gone. It's exploded. You know, I'm going to meet more powerful people, much more powerful. I mean, look at Oprah Winfrey. She's pretty powerful in her rights. So this is going to lead to disappointment. Okay, at the end of the day, I get that she also. I feel I did a reading on is Andrew jealous of Charles? Is that why he went higher, better, and associated with these billionaires and Clinton and all this kind of thing? Behind his back and all this is this why? Because he was jealous of the elevated position of his brother. And I've done a reading on that, which is quite interesting if you want to go and have a look at that too. But I'm going to follow this up with the disappointment card. Okay, let's see where this goes. I want to look into where this disappointment will go. I get what I'm getting with this disappointment. All these powerful people, the ones that mean something to them, are all closing doors on them. And even Sarah Ferguson, and she is scrambling to, I need someone in this position to actually know that the only person that would open doors is like for interviews. That's going to be for like they'll throw them like $300,000 or something, or $500,000 to sit for an hour and talk about the royal family, and try to bleed out information, to get their program viral. So that's what they would get offered now. None of these business people want to know Andrew or Sarah Ferguson. Only people that do not like the royal family want to get back at the royal family. How dare you snub us? Well, we'll just get Sarah Ferguson and Andrew to come and sit at our banquets, and stuff you, Queen. You don't want to, and Prince Charles, you don't want to come and visit, but we'd love you to, but you think you're so much better than our king in our country. That's been going on for centuries. Okay, so where is this disappointment? Yeah, disappointment. All these doors are closing, and it's like really scrambling. How are we going to make money? Because now we get he's got like a pension from the Navy. He's got that, and I'm actually looking at this for Sarah Ferguson rather than for Andrew. I will look at that another time about his income. But what about Sarah Ferguson? This is going to lead to disappointment. Now she's having to deal with a man that's turned into a tyrant, because let's not forget that Andrew is a spoilt brat. He's been spoilt, and now this is all hitting the fan here. Now she's having to deal with the tantrums, the rage that's coming from Andrew, which, you know, any kind of narcissist who's elevated, who feels that they're entitled, if they are denied that, they rage, they recoil, they may go into a really deep depression. So she's having to live with that, with this man that's crazy now. And not only that, she's going crazy. That, you know, she is the one. What I'm picking up here is that she is going to lose her mind over this, because she is going to get questioned too. And I dread to think what she would say. Her mouth just runs away with her. And how this is actually affecting their daughters. You know, their daughters seem very sensible, that they've got decent jobs, and how this is affecting those two girls who, you know, who knows? So let's have a look. This is going to lead to, I think there's a contract's been signed and she's got to fulfill these idiotic kind of speeches and that kind of thing, giving a payout or something. But where is this disappointment leading to? Well, I do get Shanna Lee. I'm going to do a reading on that about Bee's wedding tomorrow. It's really sad, because she's not going to have the wedding as what her sister had. You know, I mean, that's upsetting in us in itself, that she's not going to be having that big wedding as like her sister Eugenie had. You know, she didn't wear the veil because she wanted to show her scar. But she will not have that wedding. She will not have that big kind of in the coaches, or no horse and coaches or anything like that. So I will do a reading on that. But I want to look at Sarah Ferguson. What is lots of disappointments around this? It's affecting their children. Okay, I did do a reading on that. Beatrice's partner gave up a marriage, or a marriage and children for Beatrice, who is now in this massive big scandal. And I did a reading that he's maybe being put off by this, because he does not want to be dragged into this Towdy kind of family. And there's also that going on. But I will look into that. They will get married, but I think he's reluctant. He's a reluctant groom. So lots of disappointment. What is the disappointments here? I don't like to see anybody's downfall. I really don't. And you know, when Fergie got her HRH taken away from her, I remember the struggles she went through. She did all those interviews, didn't she, to make money. She was in a lot of debt. I think she's still in a lot of debt. She spent millions. I mean, it's not like $5,000. It's like me. If I've got £5,000, I'm in debt. You're talking 5 million in debt with Sarah Ferguson. I don't know why she would spend that much. But hey, you know, I think Andrew has paid some of that off for her. So what's the lots of disappointments. What's the disappointments here? What are the disappointments here? Let's have a look here. What are the disappointments here for Sarah Ferguson? Well, she's a non-traditionalist, that's for sure. She's going against tradition, the Hierophant in reverse. She's going against tradition, and she's going to get disappointed for doing this, okay? Because, you know, family does matter. And she was absent from the family too. She's been absent from the family. What family is that? Her daughters, her, you know, Andrew, the royal family. She's been absent. She has been absent. She's not really been accepted back in fully. So there is this, like, she still feels like she's absent from the family. She's got to make her own money, because I get that's why she's a non-traditionalist. I'm going to spill the beans here and make some money. And I think she would go to that kind of extreme to actually talk about, you know, but she's very careful of that, to be honest. She's careful of not talking about Diana and that kind of thing. So, yeah, family matters to her. Well, they've got no choice but to, you know, the fact that they are going to pull together. The daughters, Andrew, even the Queen, they are going to pull together. We will get through this. And there's a lot of raging, a lot of tantrums. And there is like, there is taking time out here with the family. Again, a family card. Taking time out. Yeah, and yeah, this is it. This is it. Why would you do this? Why would you do this? Why would you do this? You know, and it's all going to come out. Going to some conference of somebody who's an assassinator, who's accused of murdering, who's a murderer, is just not on, is it? It's not something that they need to now iron this out, you know. So I get here, yeah, I get this, yeah, and I said this, that Andrew is turning into a very much of a tyrant, because he can't be that powerful person that he wants to be. It's all been blocked now. And that's what, like I said, that's what gives him that kick. That's what gives him that high, you know. And so I do get, he's turning into a tyrant. He's turning into a tyrant. A hostile man, okay. A hostile man. So family matters. All they have is each other. In this situation, all they have is each other, looking after each other, and just shouting and bawling and throwing tantrums. Just leave me alone. Just leave me alone. I'm okay. Just leave me alone, kind of thing. That kind of energy. Yeah, this is affecting this marriage. It's in reverse. You know, this union between Andrew and Fergie, it's in reverse. So in reverse, this is a marriage of convenience. It's a contract. It's a contract. You know, it's, you know, let's stay together because of the daughters, and it's also financially it's convenient. I don't feel that you know, it's, you know, she may love him in his own way, but looking at this, her daughters matter very much, but this I mean, how can it be a loving relationship when he has been sleeping around with girls, and whether underage or overage? And, you know, all these women, there's a list of women, isn't there? And she's literally been kind of separated here, absent from this family pretty much of the time. So tell me, is this a marriage of love, or is this a marriage of convenience? Not a marriage, a relationship. Or is it a relationship of convenience? Well, it is now, because they're stuck with each other. Nobody is in their right mind are going to touch these with a barge pole. Not now. Aristocratics that, no way, we're out of here. We don't want to know you. That's the aristocratics that nobody will touch them as potential partners. Not in those circles at all. Okay. So let's have a look here and let's finish this off. So this is a disappointment. Why is it a disappointment? Because family does matter, but they've just got each other now. And this is very disappointing that everybody's shutting doors on them. And all they can do is just ride it out. And I think I do pick up on interviews further down the line of like an interview of saying, we've had our ups and downs, and we've rode the storm, and we've got through this, and all this kind of thing. So let's see. So very disappointing with this. I do get that she does care. Yeah, she does care. But these difficulties were unexpected. Why were these difficulties unexpected? If you're going to some banquet with somebody who's committed all these crimes, why would that be unexpected? The same as Andrew. You remain friends with a convicted paedophile, and then you don't expect any kind of difficulties. Because this card is unexpected difficulties. This shouldn't be unexpected. You know who you was associating yourself with. And same with this Saudi prince. Fergie knows that she was associating herself with. She may say, I didn't know about these allegations. So, so I get here lots of reflection. The Two of Staves. Yeah, lots of reflection upon this, taking time out. I think they've been told here, you're not to see anybody. You're not to take any invitations. You can't meet up with any of these business people in secret, because I get them. They may try to do that. They may try to meet up with some of these powerful people here and try to meet them in secret, because they're their bread and butter kind of thing. They've been told flatly, no, you can't see these people in private. We need to know who you are visiting, who you are planning to visit from now on, because you're affecting the monarchy and you're destroying the monarchy. And I feel this is what's been said here. They can't do anything now without putting it by the Queen's courtiers or the firm. And although they were trying to get out of this by getting to know all of these powerful people and trying to be more powerful than the actual monarchy, it's all come crashing down on them, because they've actually gone back to square one. We're not allowed to move out of this. We're trapped, but this is where we're safe. This is where we're safe at the end of the day. At the end of the day, the Queen is protecting them. The Queen is protecting them. And the Queen will not allow Andrew and Fergie to actually go without. They're going to have beautiful properties. They may get their bills paid. They may get, that kind of thing. But food, holidays, things on top, they'll have to find that money themselves. But I feel they'll get help financially. But the irony is that they have tried to get out of this. And now look at this, the last card here is the death card. The death card is this is all ended. All ended. It's all come falling down like a pack of cards or dominoes. And it's all ended. All this opulence, all this meeting these powerful people is just no more. It's all ended. Now, the one thing that I am concerned of is Andrew, because I get feelings of suicidal thoughts, especially when he's got to talk to the FBI and the law enforcement and having to maybe give evidence. Yeah. So the only thing is that all these lies. This photo was not shopped, where he's got his arm around this at Virginia. Apparently, it's not shopped. It's not been dabbled with, and it's an original. So lots of lies that he's told, that he can't sweat, yet he sweats, and all that kind of thing. That's not the main thing. They're not going to look into those those white lies. They want to look into the big lies. Okay, the big lies. Did you accept money and things like that? They want to delve into that. And what did he? What was the exchange? The gifts that were exchanged. Was it sexual? Was it a good partying lifestyle? Was it holidays? Was it houses? Was it boats? Was it cars? What was in exchange for, and what did you give to them for them to give to you? Okay, so all that kind of thing will be looked into, because it's like corruption, isn't it? It's like corruption, and in a way, you could say that they have been running around like two corrupt people, because the people that they've been dealing with are very shady. And they're criminals, and that kind of thing. So that's the reading, guys. So there you go. So if you're new to my channel, I am an intuitive energy reader. Okay, and as you can see, I read for the royal family, and looking in between the lines, going in the inroads and the outer roads to get to a conclusion. That's what I do. Okay, so let's have a look at some of your comments. Okay, thank you for being here. If you've got to go, it is a long show, I must admit. It's an hour long, so I've got to go because I've been here 1 hour already. It goes really quickly. Yeah, so thank you everyone for being here. Okay, and hopefully people will catch up. Please put your comments. What's important is put your comments down below. Please subscribe for more of these videos, and please put your thumbs up and all that kind of thing. And if you do want your own private reading, I also do them too. So thank you so much for being here, and sending you lots of love, lots of blessings, and I have more of these readings on this stupid, crazy story. Okay, but what on earth I'll finish off with, what on earth has Fergie, what on earth has Sarah Ferguson done, you silly woman? Okay, and bye for now, everyone. Bye-bye.